Super Mario Bros. Franchise has evolved a lot over the years since 1985, and one big way that's changed over time is through the use of new power-ups throughout the games. Today I'm going to take you through and have a look at all the games in the Super Mario Bros. Franchise as listed on the official Nintendo website, and we're going to have a look at all the different power-ups that we've gotten from the beginning to the end, starting with this one over here. This is a Super Mario Bros. Game from 1985. Super Mario Bros. This is considered the first game of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. You can even see on the cover here. He's got a power. Look at that. He's got a. The lighting is not great. He's got a fire flower. You can see the fireball is hidden. The fireball is hidden underneath this $29.95 sticker that I am too afraid to remove because the place that I got this at stuck it directly onto the goddamn cardboard for some reason. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting off in 1985 with Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System, we're starting off with some of the most iconic power-ups that have been ever introduced into the game. We have the Super Mushroom, which is arguably the most iconic Mario power-up to date, which transforms Small Mario into Super Mario, which allows him to withstand taking damage one time, and also allows him to break through brick blocks. We also have the Fire Flower, which allows Mario to throw fireballs and destroy enemies, and the Superstar, which allows Mario to turn invincible for a short while and decimate his foes with ease. After this, we saw the release of Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan, also known as the Lost Levels overseas, and then later Super Mario Bros. 2, both of which saw no new power-ups introduced into the series. Super Mario Bros. 2, the English version, having no power-ups whatsoever. Moving swiftly along to Super Mario Bros. 3, released in 1988 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, we start off with the Frog Suit, which transforms Mario into Frog Mario, which allows him to swim faster in any direction and jump even higher. Then we have the Goomba's Shoe, which lets Mario hop across spikes and sharp-toothed or spiky enemies such as Munchers and Spinies when worn. The Hammer Suit transforms Mario into Hammer Mario, allowing him to throw powerful hammers and block enemies' fireballs by crouching. The Lakitu's Cloud is usually inhabited and maneuvered through the air by Lakitus around the levels. However, Mario can ride around in them. The P-Wing transforms Mario into Raccoon Mario, but also gives him infinite flight for one level. The Super Leaf transforms Mario into Raccoon Mario, allowing him to fly for a short time after filling the P-meter, which can be done by running for a short period of time. Glide to slow his descent, and Tail Whip to attack his enemies. The Tanuki Suit transforms Mario into Tanuki Mario, granting him the abilities of Raccoon Mario, as well as allowing him to briefly turn into Statue Mario. Statue Mario is invulnerable while active. Following Super Mario Bros. 3 in 1989, we see the release of Super Mario Land, where we get introduced to one new power-up, that being the Super Ball Flower. This power-up transforms Mario into Super Ball Mario, which allows him to throw Super Balls, which are balls that bounce at 90-degree angles and can collect coins. In 1990, we see the introduction of one of the most beloved characters in the entire Mario franchise in Super Mario World, Yoshi. Yoshi hatches from a Yoshi egg and can be ridden on. While ridden on, Yoshi can flutter jump and eat certain objects and enemies. He can also collect Yoshi's wings, which transform Yoshi into a winged Yoshi, which grants him infinite flight for one level and access to a coin heaven. We also get introduced to the Cape Feather, which can transform Mario into Cape Mario, allowing him to fly after building up speed, glide to slow his descent, and cape spin to attack his enemies. The Power Balloon temporarily transforms Mario into Balloon Mario, allowing him to float. In 1992, we see the release of the sequel to Super Mario Land, Super Mario Land 2: 6 Golden Coins, which introduces the power-up known as the Carrot. The Carrot transforms Mario into Bunny Mario, allowing him to slow his descent or hover in midair. In 1996, we see the release of my personal favorite Mario game, Super Mario 64. This game introduces the green shell as a power-up for the first time, and allows Mario to navigate over lava or water, travel at fast speeds and ram into enemies to defeat them instantly, or swim faster while in water if it's grabbed. This game also introduces 3 caps as power-ups, the first of which being the Wing Cap. It temporarily transforms Mario into Wing Mario, allowing him to fly after performing a triple jump or being shot from a cannon. The next cap is the Metal Cap, which temporarily transforms Mario into Metal Mario, making him heavier, which makes his jumps shorter, but enables him to activate switches on the ground and walk underwater. He's also invincible, does not need to breathe underwater, and can resist toxic fumes. And last we have the Vanish Cap, temporarily transforming Mario into Vanish Mario when grabbed, granting him intangibility and allows him to walk through enemies, chain link fences, ice, and mirrors. It would take a decade, in 2006 when New Super Mario Bros. Was released for the Nintendo DS, that we would see any new power-ups. The blue shell transforms Mario into Shell Mario, allowing him to shell dash, crouch in the shell to block most attacks, and swim faster with more control. The Mega Mushroom, which temporarily transforms Mario into Mega Mario, making him giant and able to destroy everything in his path. And the Mini Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Mini Mario, allowing him to walk on water, make floaty jumps, and enter tiny passages. In later titles featuring the Mini Mushroom, Mario is also able to walk on walls. In 2007, we saw the release of Super Mario Galaxy, which introduced a bunch of new power-ups, including the Bee Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Bee Mario, allowing him to fly for a short time, walk on clouds and flowers, and stick to honeycombs. The Ice Flower, which transforms Mario into Ice Mario for 20 seconds, granting him immunity to fire and allowing him to skate across water or lava. The Boo Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Boo Mario, allowing him to pass through fences and read Booish, the language of the Boos. The Rainbow Star, which temporarily transforms Mario into Rainbow Mario, granting him invincibility just like a superstar, and this is used in the Super Mario Galaxy games because the Rainbow Star is used in order to avoid confusion between a superstar and a power star. The Red Star, which temporarily transforms Mario into Flying Mario, allowing him to fly freely by spinning. And lastly, the Spring Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Spring Mario, allowing him to jump higher. In 2009, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was released for the Nintendo Wii and introduced two new power-ups. Those being the Penguin Suit, which transforms Mario into Penguin Mario, allowing him to slide on his belly and to move faster, throw ice balls, and swim more freely. And the Propeller Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Propeller Mario, allowing him to whirl upwards quickly and fall slowly after whirling. He can also drill downwards in midair to fall quickly. In 2010, Super Mario Galaxy 2, the sequel to the original Super Mario Galaxy, was released, and it brought along with it many new power-ups, those being the Blimp Fruit, which temporarily transforms Yoshi into Blimp Yoshi, causing him to puff up and float, similarly to the Power Balloon. The Bulb Berry, which temporarily transforms Yoshi into Bulb Yoshi, allowing him to reveal and stand on platforms that would otherwise be invisible and intangible. The Cloud Flower, which transforms Mario into Cloud Mario, allowing him to create up to 3 cloud platforms, which are replenished upon collecting another Cloud Flower, make floaty jumps, and walk on clouds. The Dash Pepper temporarily transforms Yoshi into Dash Yoshi, causing him to dash at a very high speed. The Rock Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Rock Mario, allowing him to destroy enemies and objects by rolling into them. And finally, the Spin Drill, which allows Mario to drill through dirt, which sends him to the other side of the planet he's on currently. 2011 saw the release of Super Mario 3D Land, which brought us the Boomerang Flower, which transforms Mario into Boomerang Mario, allowing him to throw boomerangs to damage enemies, collect coins, or activate checkpoint flags. The Coin Box, which slowly gives Mario 1 coin at a time when worn, up to a limit of 100. Moving around increases the rate at which coins are gained. Reaching the coin limit, taking damage, or clearing the level removes the box, rewarding an extra life in the latter case. The Invincibility Leaf, which transforms Mario into White Tanuki Mario, granting him the abilities of Tanuki Mario, as well as invincibility to most obstacles. The P-Wing, again, but this time it warps Mario to the end of a level instead of its previous effect. The Propeller Box, which allows Mario to whirl up and slowly descend, similar to the Propeller Mushroom. And finally, the Statue Leaf, which transforms Mario into a special variation of Tanuki Mario with a red scarf, and additionally allows him to turn into Statue Mario by ground pounding. Statue Mario is invulnerable while active. In 2012, New Super Mario Bros. 2 was released, and we saw 2 new power-ups, those being the Gold Block, which acts similar to the Coin Box, slowly granting Mario coins up to a limit of 100, and the Gold Flower, which transforms Mario into Gold Mario, allowing him to launch golden fireballs, which explode with a small blast radius. Any enemies hit will award an amount of coins based on the number of enemies hit. These fireballs can also hit question mark blocks and turn brick blocks into coins. If Gold Mario touches a gold mushroom, he's rewarded 100 coins instead of 50. Also in 2012, New Super Mario Bros. U was released for the Wii U. Introducing the Boost Star, which temporarily allows players to defeat enemies or break blocks by tapping them on the gamepad. The P Acorn, which transforms Mario into P Flying Squirrel Mario, granting him the abilities of Flying Squirrel Mario, as well as allowing him to make infinite midair jumps for one level. And the Super Acorn, which transforms Mario into Flying Squirrel Mario, allowing him to glide similarly to Cape Mario, mid-air jump, and cling to walls. In 2013, Super Mario 3D World was released, and a bunch of new power-ups were released into the game. The Cannon Box continually fires cannonballs when worn, which can collect items and break cracked walls and rock blocks. Cannonballs can be charged indefinitely, and will fly faster when released if charged. The Double Cherry, which transforms Mario into Double Mario, creating a clone similar to the Copy Flower. There can be up to 5 clones of each character on a screen, and if a clone takes damage, it disappears. The Goomba Mask, which disguises Mario as a Goomba, allowing him to sneak by certain enemies without being detected. The Ice Skate, which, when worn, allows Mario to skate on ice, move faster, and be immune to certain enemies and grounded spikes. However, he's unable to stop moving while in the ice skate and will lose it if he hits a wall or walleye. The Light Box, which shines a light in front of Mario when worn and can defeat ghostly enemies such as Booze. The Lucky Bell, which transforms Mario into a special variation of Cat Mario with a red collar and bell, and additionally allows him to turn into Lucky Cat Mario by ground pounding. And of course, the Super Bell, which transforms Mario into Cat Mario, allowing him to climb up walls and poles, claw and pounce at enemies, and begin sprinting faster. In 2015, we got a monumental new Mario game called Super Mario Maker, a game where players could create their own Mario games, and we got a whole bunch of new power-ups along with it. They include the Big Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Big Mario, allowing him to destroy brick blocks, ice blocks, question mark blocks, and hard blocks by jumping on or under them. The Buzzy Shell, which is a Buzzy Beetle's empty shell which can be worn by Mario to protect him from attacks from above and to destroy brick blocks in the same way as Super Mario. The Mystery Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Costume Mario, granting him the abilities of Super Mario as well as the appearance of a random character. It is exclusive to the Super Mario Bros. Art style. The Spiny Shell, which is a Spiny's empty shell which can be worn by Mario to defeat enemies that fall on him and destroy question mark blocks and hard blocks in a similar way to brick blocks. And lastly, the Weird Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Weird Mario, a skinnier form of Mario with Luigi's physics, which includes a higher jump and worse traction, also available only on the Mario Bros. Art style. In 2016, we got an unprecedented release from Nintendo and got Super Mario Run for mobile platforms, and even this managed to include a new power-up. We were given the Coin Rush Star, which appears after the gauge is fully filled up in Toad Rally mode and activates Coin Rush when collected. In Coin Rush, coins are collected along the path, multiplied, and increased inside question mark blocks. Once the gauge is empty, Coin Rush ends. 2017 saw the release of Super Mario Odyssey, one of the most popular 3D Mario games, and unfortunately one that does not have a traditional power-up system, instead featuring Cappy, so we will not be including any power-ups from this game, as the game technically doesn't have any. In 2019, Nintendo came out with a new version of New Super Mario Bros. U called New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch, and with it came one power-up, that one being the Super Crown. The Super Crown transforms Toadette into Peachette until she takes damage, allowing her to double jump, perform Peach's floating jump, and automatically boost out of a pit she falls into once per level. Also in 2019, Nintendo released Super Mario Maker 2, a sequel to the original Super Mario Maker, and we were given a whole lot of new power-ups. Starting with the Bullet Bill Mask, which allows Mario to fly horizontally for a short period of time. The Dry Bones Shell, which acts like the Goomba's shoe when worn, but can ground pound by default, lacking a big or winged version. It can also float on lava and poison and allows Mario to play dead and be invincible for a short period of time. The Master Sword, which turns Mario into Link, enabling him to use his shield to block enemies and projectiles, bombs to hit switches and blow up blocks, and a bow and arrow to collect items or attack enemies. He can also use a sword to hit enemies, perform a dash attack, or thrust downward while airborne in a similar fashion to a ground pound. In multiplayer mode, the Master Sword gives the characters different colors to distinguish them. The Red Pow Block, which gives Mario the ability to cause a shockwave when hitting a block or ceiling up to 3 times, similarly to a Red Pow Block, and this is only available in the Super Mario 3D World art style. The Super Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Mario from Super Mario Bros. 2 and gives him the abilities from that game, such as being able to pick up enemies and throw them. And lastly, the Super Hammer, which transforms Mario into Builder Mario, allowing him to use a hammer to break hard blocks and defeat enemies, as well as place builder boxes, and this is only available in the Super Mario 3D World art style. And finally, this year, in 2023, we're going to be seeing Super Mario Bros. Wonder be released. I was fortunate enough to play a demo version of the game at PAX Australia 2023, and here are a few of the power-ups that we can expect to see from the game. Firstly, the Bubble Flower, which transforms Mario into Bubble Mario, allowing him to blow bubbles that follow a straight path unless they get drawn to an enemy. Bubbles that hit enemies trap and transform them into a coin. Bubbles can go through walls and defeat enemies that cannot normally be defeated, such as dry bones. The player can also jump off of these. The Drill Mushroom, which transforms Mario into Drill Mario, allowing him to defend from attacks coming from above, drill down and break certain objects with it, and burrow both underground and into the ceiling. The Elephant Fruit, which transforms Mario into Elephant Mario, allowing him to attack and defeat enemies by swinging his trunk at them, break through blocks from below or the side, store water in his trunk and spray it on flowers, and dash across wide gaps. And finally, the titular Wonder Flower, which activates a wonder effect. There are various effects which include making certain pipes move up and down or bend, stretching players and enemies, transforming the player into something different like a spike ball, causing hordes of enemies to appear, or spawning flower coins. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comment section which power-up is your favorite from the Mario franchise, and why. I'll be looking forward to the release of Super Mario Wonder in 2 days from now. I'll be playing through the game on my Twitch channel, which can be found at twitch.tv/TheBarinade, so go check that out if you haven't already. And also, like and subscribe if you want to see more of the Super Mario Wonder and regular Mario related videos that I'll be putting out in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you all soon. Lots of love. Ciao for now.